Hey guys, it's Robert, the red tie guy, and I got some more news for you. Zillow is taking another hit after they had just got done with, realizing that not all of these homes are selling, that they're stopping the iBuyer program. They're now laying it off, and their stock price is taking a hit as they're realizing that these homes are underwater, that shareholder money bought these homes and now they're not even selling for what they bought them at. This isn't just a break even, this is underwater, bad for the iBuyers. Now, here's a little insight into what happened. There's what Zillow was trying to do, and then there's what actually happened in the real world. Now, Zillow's been very good about just we're going to get all the information, we're going to put it out there, and we're just going to make it available. And then people trusted Zillow with that information. Since they had so much of it, they thought that Zillow would be reliable. And then Zillow sells the space. It sells the place to put your phone number on there to agents. And eventually Zillow said, well, why don't we just get rid of the agents, start replacing them, and just take the money ourselves rather than agents pay us for the location? Why don't we just do what the agents are doing and take more of the money? And it worked when because people go there because Zillow has the information. Very easy to be the start of the conversation with people who want to sell, and very easy to make your pitch about why it is simple because you're the first stop before anyone they go anywhere else for additional information. Now, this simplified process, however, their pitch was, we're going to simplify it. It's going to be easy. It's going to be straightforward. We're taking the stress of the human element out of it so that you just get your check and you're done with it. The problem is, once they bought it for that cheap price and they now put it back on the market, the buyer still has that human element that they need taken care of. It can be stressful, and you have to do something as the seller or as the buyer's agent to make it less stressful. And unfortunately, they left it completely on the buyer's agent. Zillow doesn't represent buyers. They represent the home after they bought it and they now own it and sell it. Zillow doesn't represent buyers. They've left it to agents to take care of those buyers. And part of the problem was, one, Zillow, with their hands-off approach, doesn't do an abundance of repairs. They don't have a history of presenting the most showable move-in ready home. Also, Zillow has not paid agents well to represent the buyers when the buyers offer on those homes. Now, I'm not one to complain about what a seller puts a home out for, what they're paying the other side of the transaction for. That's a totally different conversation. But in this case, it was part of their business plan to have a more hands-off approach and offer commission well below the 3% that's been typical. Now, this gets to the third part. Zillow has their own purchase contract that's very different than the ones that the state associations use. And when Zillow has a contract different, they're now asking the buyer's agent to be paid less and to spend more time on a different contract. This is on a home that's also less likely to get the work done, the repairs done, because the person who's representing the seller isn't even local. They might not even be in the same town. They might not know anyone who can do the repairs or can challenge what's found on inspections. They only have the price to negotiate with. Now, this approach has been done. I'm doing this kind of off of the grapevine, what I'm hearing, the impression I'm getting from showing these homes to clients. Doing all of this means that the only tool they have is to lower the price. And unfortunately, you can only use that tool so much before it eats your profits. In this case, it is eating them pretty strict. And it's saying something most agents, just about all of them, knew from the beginning, that this isn't something that can just be done by a calculator. There's hand holding. There's big questions that need to be presented in a simple and straightforward manner to make home buying seem easy. My whole job is not to buy and sell homes. It's to take something as complicated and as big as a six-figure purchase and make it seem easy and straightforward with very basic, simple questions, and to cut out a lot of this fluff that's around the sides. And then Zillow's approach has been very much against that simplification when it's time for Zillow to be the seller and someone else to be the buyer. They've removed that simplification. All of that simplification was on the side when they are buying it from a seller and not when Zillow is the seller and hoping to find a good buyer. But here's the good news. This is not the sign of a crash. This is a sign of all of these people who have dived into the market with their money thinking that they could not lose. That if they buy it quickly and under the value that it could potentially sell for, that they would just make the money regardless. And that's not what happened. Everyone thought that if they get in there quickly, then they'll be Uber, they'll be Lyft, they won't be that other third or fourth app that no one can think of if they go in and they grab the market quickly. That rush, the rush of cash buyers with internet websites, is probably at an end as those people suddenly tap on the brakes and say, you know what, we really can't grab everything quickly. Just because someone is saying yes doesn't automatically mean you're going to make the profit. So, and I'm going to say what I've been saying for years now, guys. If you want to know what your home's worth, ask me. I will give you a detailed report. I'll make a video like this one. I'll explain why websites like Zillow and Redfin may be telling you too high or too little for your home. And if you're thinking, why do I need Robert? I can just go out and look up my price on Zillow. I got news for you. This is what Zillow's numbers are right now. Zillow's numbers are Zillow bet on their own numbers. And right now they're losing money and they're laying off workers for it. So my website is down below in the description along with my phone number, my email address. You let me know what you need. You let me know if you're thinking of moving, buying, coming to Tucson. If you're planning to sell elsewhere, I got friends all across the U.S. Y'all take care. You have a good day. I got some busy clients tomorrow morning, so thank you.